Oh, hey again. So, I'm looking at these Apple Jacks and this actual apple, and they look nothing alike. And when I look on the ingredients in the Apple Jacks, I see it's mostly sugar, which I know is carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, those three elements. And I know that an apple has those three elements as well. But the reason all matter looks so different, even if it has the same name, and even if it's basically made of the same three elements, is because those atoms within that matter could be arranged completely different. And there might be some other elements in tinier portions that actually make this apple look so much different than these Apple Jacks. Today we're going to do two things. The majority of your time is going to be looking at different cereals and identifying some of their physical properties. That means properties that you can see using your five senses, or you could measure without actually changing the matter. The thing you're going to do on your exit ticket after that is identify a mystery atom. So it might look something like this. Now, how am I supposed to know what this mystery atom is? Well, the big dog of the atom is the protons, so if I count the protons, I'll know what atom it is. So remember, the protons are the positive charge. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4 protons. So I just have to look at the periodic table and see which element has an atomic number of 4, and that's beryllium. It's that easy. Whenever you need to identify a mystery atom, just look for the number of protons and look at the periodic table for that atomic number. Let me show you how to set up your notebook so you guys can start on your experiment. Our testable question today, we're going to change the cereal type, and you guys are going to see how that affects the physical properties. And to make sure you have enough room in your notebook, you're actually going to flip your notebook over so we can write our headers to our data table. Remember, the first thing you need in your data table and the first thing you need to think about in your experiment is what you're changing or comparing. That's our independent variable. That's going to go in our first column, which in this case is our type of cereal. And you're going to have 4 types. The next thing you're going to measure is the texture. That's how your cereal feels. In the next column, you're going to write density. We will spend a lot of time next week talking about density, but for today, all that means is that you take one of your samples and you're going to drop it in water to see if it floats. If it floats, it has a density of less than 1, and if it sinks, it has a density of greater than 1. So this is actually going to be a quantitative observation because we're going to use numbers for density. The next thing you're going to write down is the color and shape. Is this qualitative or quantitative? Well, color and shape are going to be words, so I know that's going to be a qualitative observation. And the last thing is magnetism. That is spelled M-G-N-E-T-I-M. For magnetism, take the sample in your bag. You're going to make sure you seal it extra tight.
And then softly, you're going to crush your samples into a fine powder. After you do this, you're going to take your bar magnet and run it across your sample and write the percentage of particles that stuck to your magnet. That's going to be a quantitative way to say how magnetic your matter was. Okay, that's it for today. I'm excited for you guys to have your first